Hey everybody, this is Jack and this is another coaching class, and I have actually two main topics. But before I start, please let me know if you are here for the first time or you have been on my calls more often. Let me know that so I know a little bit about the audience tonight. Okay, I see. So let me jump right into the meat here from start, okay? Second time, okay? No problem. So my name is Jack Hopman. I'm 50 years old. Hey, I used to say 49, but I'm 50 years old. And I serve more than 50 clients. And also because I need those tools for those clients, I also share those tools and knowledge with you guys. Google AdWords is my main driver, but I work also on other strategies at the moment, and one of them actually I will share with you guys. Any questions before we cut in the meat? Okay, so it is all about you tonight. So last week we covered which city to choose for your niche, and actually I had a little bit of hard time to show how you do that in Google AdWords, because Google AdWords changed the keyword search, and I will review that with you very quickly so it sticks better in your head. And next then I will cover another strategy to generate those calls. So if you still remember, let's go back to the Excel file that I have created. And what you want to do is you want to list the cities. You know, that is an example for the United States, but actually this strategy worked for every city in every country. So you want to have some kind of population, because you know, if you have only a small city, then you don't have too many clicks. But you know, if you have more than, let's say, 100,000 or 50,000, you have a pretty good size city. And then you want to find out if you're specialized in a niche. You just find out, you know, the main 3 search keywords. Okay, keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3. You know, if you do AC repair, you like AC repair, AC company, and AC cleaning, something like that, and then you add the city in the search bar. Okay, so with that knowledge, you go to Google AdWords, you log in your Google AdWords account. Let me change screen now. 1 second. So you go to, and then you go to Tool and Analyst, and then you click Keyword Planner. Okay. So everybody following me, you make a list of cities which you want to find out which city is the best. You come up with the 3 high search keywords. Then you go into the Google Planner, and then you find out what the causes of that click and the search. So if you are in the Tools and Analysts, you click on Search for new keyword or Ad Group IDs, and let's stick with whatever, you know, AC repair, and then you type in the city, you know, like let's say Boca Raton, and you click Get IDs. So now the keywords are grouped by Google, and then you see AC repair Boca Raton, and it has 50 average search per month, and the suggested bid is actually very high. So you take that information and you enter that here in amount of searches and the cost, and you do that with keyword. Okay, you didn't see the Excel file, sorry, let me switch quick back to the Excel file. So you click here, there's a keyword 1, let's say AC repair, and then you looking for Boca Raton, and let me do that for you. Is it not in the find next? Oh, I don't know. I was assuming Boca would be one of the cities, but let's say this Tennessee was Boca Raton. Then you enter 50 searches, and the average bid price is 45. And so you will complete this table, and then you can sort on the amount of searches or the cost, depending. If the cost is $50 and you get only, let's say, $35 paid, then that is not a good city to target. If the cost would be, let's say we say with this example 210 searches and $13 each click, and you get paid $35 for each call, this would be a good city and a good niche after. So that is how you find out which city you want to target for your niche. Does everybody get that strategy? So I want to recap that from last week, because I think this will help you a lot to avoid wasting your time and money. Okay? So I haven't shared this with the big public yet. This strategy is very powerful, and this strategy is gold, I'm telling you. Okay, any questions about this? Where can we get this Excel file? It's not for the public, so you just make your column, city, state, population. You can do this for your own situation. You can go to Wikipedia, and then you find out, you get 3 main keywords from your niche. Doesn't need to be not be exact, and then you go to the Google Planner to fill out this table, and then you're going after the cities which has a lot of search, and also make sure you are profitable with the agreement you have with the client. Don't you get more clicks than phone calls, so it costs more? Yes, that is possible. It is depending on the niche, and also a little bit depending on the strategy. So, but you, if you, for example, if you have you do towing, for example, I have examples from 1 click, 1 call. If you have examples like, DNA testing, or I think even let's say a plumber repairs, probably in an emergency case, but there are situations that they will check you out, and they might not call you right away, so it costs you a couple of clicks to make that call happen. Or there are ways that you only show the phone number, and each call is a click. But in principle, you're right, John. Any other questions? Okay, so with that, I want to actually only mention a little bit where I have been working on the last 3 weeks, and I know I have been very successful with AdWords, but I want to have another stream of customers, and Quackless is actually becoming very popular as a lead driver. And I have studied on it for 3 weeks. I hired 2 VAs to drive the calls. So it is actually not that easy implementing Quackless advertising. It's in principle easy, but if you want to generate a lot of calls, you need a special IP address. You need have affordable labor. You need to come up with ads, and they need all be different. You need to set up accounts, so you cannot. You need to set up for each client a separate account. So actually, there comes a lot of in play. But the good side is you don't need to pay for the posting. So besides that, it's actually it's not easy. There's a lot of labor in it. The good part is you don't pay for the posting. In opposite to AdWords, each click costs money, and I like so much AdWords because I'm an ROI person, and I don't mind to pay for a click as long as I'm positive. I have a positive ROI. With Quackless though, it's kind of also in specialism, but if you see the results, what you can achieve with Quackless posting, it's another stream of calls which you don't want to miss. Anybody question about this? So local lead driver actually touched based on it, but it really doesn't go in detail. It's just telling you that it works, but you have to find out what to do. So it's not that you can say I got a manual from A to Z how to do it, and I decided to go my own route, hire my own VAs, study on it, and outsource it. Is this a method you're willing to share or mentor with? Yes. I'm going to share that. I probably, that is my plan at the moment. I probably create a new Facebook group for this and share all my knowledge. And also, if you want to use one of my VAs, you are able to do that. Have you been ghosted with this? Yes, and that is why it is not easy. Quackless has been built up methods that doesn't allow you a lot of posting for the same company, and even if you have only one client, that would not be a problem. But if you serve multiple clients, then Quackless say, hey, the same IP address, that is strange. So there's quite a specialism in it, but the potential is high, So I do believe that is a good one of the methods to generate calls for your niche. What do you think of Quackless sponsors for 120 or one niche city? It's far too cheap. That's what I think. Imagine by yourself that 3 posting a day, 90 posts. It's just not how do you say that? It's not doable. So Fritz is actually setting it up. Just wanted to throw a how do you say that? Throw something in it, and I have said, Fritz, you need to first come with real results. So, and I decided to go my own route and offer you something what is solid. So Fritz is setting it up, and I told Fritz, you need to charge at least $197 if you want to keep doing this for long term. That's what I think. You cannot post 90 times for for a little bit than $1 per post. That is just not. Nobody can stand it. If your call is, if you let's assume you get 3 calls per day from it, so 1 call per post. So if that call is not worth more than $5 for you, then you're in the wrong niche. So look at that position too. Any other questions? Who's doing Quackless posting at the moment? Type in a yes or no, so I got a little bit understanding. No, I see. Everybody know at the moment? Do a little. Okay. At least John, you got some experience with it. You already mentioned ghosting. Internet, but it's complicated. Yes, it is. It is far more complicated than I estimated. Yes, paying $189 for $3 per day to someone. No calls, plumbing. Okay. Do clients object to customers coming from Quackless? Kind of. So Quackless has not such high value name as Google AdWords, and you want to be careful the type of ads you're posting so that you filtered with those ads, the clients will make a call. So you don't want to come across too cheap, otherwise the receiver of the call has a hard time to convert that call. So you can't filter that a little bit out with the ad text, but it takes experience and back and forward. But I do think once you have this set up, it can be a nice call generator for your client. So the potential is there. And not everybody is willing to pay $10 to $50 per click. Okay, that might be just too much for you. So if you have, if you want to generate 3 calls per day for your client, and each click, let's say each click costs $5, and you might need 3 clicks, so $15 per call, and 4 calls is $60. So $60 times 30 is $1,800 per month, and not everybody is there yet to spend. Okay, So if you could generate that on Quackless for, let's say, $200, $250, then you are in a much better position. What do you think are the best industries for Quackless lead gen besides home services? Besides home services, okay? Let me think a little bit on that. So if I understand your question correctly, you don't care which niche you are in as long as it works on Quackless, or you have a niche and you want to check if it works on Quackless. So that is part of the answer. I know more about AdWords than Quackless, and I learned a lot about last month. So does Food Doctor works on Quackless? Oh, he probably pays you well for each lead. So I would certainly try Google AdWords for Food Doctor. I think he will pay you well for each call. So I don't think he has a promise that you spend. It depends what his costs are. Usually Quackless, I would say Quackless for emergent needs. I think more Quackless is for deals. And if the client is looking for a deal, and so for your Food Doctor, you need to come up with a deal what is attractable for those Quackless searchers. Like, I almost would say like living social deal, and coupon deal, something like that. So something what is hard to stand to reviews, and once they visit the Food Doctor, then you probably extend the service, so you get the first 5 or so whatever for an affordable deal, and then you pay the full price. Can you do AdWords deals? AdWords actually initially doesn't work with the deal side, but on the website you can offer coupons, so that really improves also the conversion. Okay, any other questions? Those are the 2 topics I had for tonight. So how to determine which niche you got, and wanted to make you aware that I work on Quackless, and I will be offering that soon to you guys, so you can do some experience together with me. I'm training my staff now, and I think we got all the pieces in place now. I'm getting now results, and once I feel comfortable, then I can help you guys with generated traffic for your niche. Does that sound good? Okay, so with that said, any other question you guys have for me? Oh, What is call CAD? Slide 5. It's the call tracking portal. So if you don't track, so with all those lead generation, the number one thing you want is tracking the calls, because you need proof about your results for yourself and for the client. If you don't have proof from how many calls you generated, probably the client is making things up, you get miscommunication, and you will end up with a not satisfied client. Does that make sense? And with call CD, you can, it's called lead tracker jack, you can easily track your calls. Yeah, local team jack is still working on the license. It's not finalized yet. I thought we were on a level and we had something to solve, and we're still working on it. So I know it's hot on my plate, but I haven't set a launch date yet. Thanks for asking, Mike. Okay, any other questions? Then I want to thank you guys all for your time, and I hope you got some fresh ideas to help you with the local marketing. Thank you so much.